Okay, so we're going to talk now about the electricians and how they work and what they do. So the electricians power our lighthouse, and you can get up to four as soon as you get to level 20. No, level 15. You get four electricians. And what they do is that what the lighthouse does is that the lighthouse strength that you're using gives you a buff, a resistance buff. And the higher the lighthouse you have, the more buff you have. But there's actually a nice little twist to this, is that if you are under the light of somebody else, you get that buff as well. So right now I'm under the light of Sambit, which is a level 3. And because he's at a level 3, I actually have the full resistance buff, and my total resistance is 7,000, which would be like 250 less if I wasn't under his light. So I don't have to turn mine up in order to get it to level 3 to have that highest buff, because I am under that light. Now the level 4 doesn't have an additional buff at the lighthouse. It doesn't have one, but it does cover a larger space. So when we have the ELS map and we have everybody sitting around, the reason we are going to do that is because we're going to have a designated person in each of the quadrants that is going to have the buff, and it's going to then be able to light the whole quadrant, so that everybody's under a level 4 or a level 3 light during events like Blood Night, or even right now. So I can leave mine at level 1 because I have Sam's light, okay? And that gives me the higher buff. So the electricians can be used to light somebody else's lighthouse. So here you can see I'm lighting Doripa's, Sam's, and Beans, because I don't need those, right? Because as they sit in Sam's, Doripa's, and Beans, along with everybody else's, I think we have Beans right now is slightly, well, let's look at Sam's. Sam right now has a total of 40, so his light can just keep going. And basically he can stay at level 3 and light the whole area. He might even be able to light a level 4 for a bit. So we're sending the electricians so that they light up their lighthouse. We have the electricians working to light up our lighthouse. And this, again, is all about the resistance. It's about to increase our resistance when we're going and fighting the zombies. It's also to light up the areas, okay? Now, the next thing that the electricians are going to do is that when you go to hit a zombie, you do a search for a zombie, either Doom Elite or the zombies here. You'll notice here that they have like these two icons, and those are the monster buffs, okay? When you send an electrician with your squad, it removes some of these buffs, okay? So you can see those two are selected. If I go, oh, sorry, I didn't place that here. Let me go back real quick. If I go to it, you can see that there's an option here to illuminate the path to battle. And this is going to be visible when I choose the little zombies and also when I go to the Doom Elite. So when I do that, what's going to happen is that in the report, it is not going to have that second buff on it. So here you can see this is what's going to happen when it doesn't have that buff, additional buff. But for other cases, let's see here. I don't think I have an example of one that doesn't. I'll just hit another one. Let's hit a 36, and then we're going to remove that. And you'll see here in the report that it's going to keep a buff, and that's actually going to hurt my squads more. Let's see. So you can see now those are the two buffs that are because I haven't enabled the electrician to walk with the squad. Okay, so you want to enable the electrician to walk with the squad. Now, if you've sent them to other bases, and you can see where they are by going to the electrician portion, then you're not going to have any to walk with the squad. So you do want to maintain at least one, maybe two, depending on how you've set up the hive, right, and who you're sending them to, so that you have those. Now, why would I want to send them besides the benefit of like one person lighting up an area? Why would we want to send them off? The reason to do that is because if you send them and then you recall them, back to your base, and I hope this pops up here, but you should get some professional experience back when they get back into your base. It didn't pop up in mine, but you will be getting, as they go to a lighthouse and as they stay there for a longer period of time, when they come back, they actually give you a professional experience from having worked on there. But I might have already received it if I sent them off. So just having them working gives you professional experience. Okay. Another benefit of sending them off with a squad that illuminate path to battle is that they do find little cats, and I don't think we have any little cats right here, but what they'll do is they'll find these little cats that will give you some rewards. So you do want to send them off with those, because then they can find them. Or they might find these bigger cats that more people can get prizes from. They're the level 2 cats, and then they get lit up, and then you get more prizes from them. Now, you want to keep one, like I said, you want to keep one at your base for the rallies, and you want to keep lighting, to also light your own lighthouse, and then send them to the designated light level 4 bases. And then, let's see, there was another note on here that I had. Oh, no, that's it. Okay, so that's pretty much the electricians and what they do. So make sure to send them with your squads so that they do remove the buffs. When you are doing, let's say that you're not under somebody's light, then you do want to get to the level 3, then send off your electrician with the squad. And then if you don't really have another way to get more light, then turn off your light. Okay, so you can increase it and then reduce it. Okay, so those are some things that you can do with, those are the things that you want to do with your electrician. All right, so hopefully this helps.